Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me here, South Point Sportsbook behind me. The show's called Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today I feel like Yankees manager Aaron Boone because the show's right in front of us.
But, you know, it's all right there in front of us. The great thing is it's right in front of us. We have it right in front of us.
Jeff, he's losing his mind.
Right?
But it is right in front of us.
But, you know, it's all right there in front of us. The silver lining in it all is it is in front of us. It's all right there in front of us. We got the...
Hey, folks, it's all right there in front of us, according to Aaron Boone. Ryan, how many years has he been saying this?
I believe it's 6 now.
Yeah. And I don't know. You might want to check to see if he's like a robot or something because there's a glitch in the matrix, as you kids like to say, and call hot dogs glizzies, which is so weird. Anyway, I took the Yankees yesterday. Remember on the show? I said, oh, Garrett Cole. Oh, he won't get swept at home by the Mets. Wrong. I was going to abstain from picks today, but at 12:36, let's see if I have one or not. Behind the glass, the gentleman I'm talking to right now, he's like the rhythm guitarist of the band here on the show. He keeps all the other musicians in a good pocket, a solid groove while the hits keep coming all show. Our producer, Ryan McCormick. Yay, Ryan.
I think you just gave me that instead of giving it to Jerry.
Well, Jerry's lead guitar.
Oh, okay.
I go, Jerry. Jerry's going to bust out the solos, hit the whammy bar, do all that kind of stuff.
Yep,
Ryan, what's on our set list for today? See how that worked with the guitar thing? What's on the set list today?
Well, of course, we've got our comedy clip of the day.
Yes, we do.
We've each got lines of the night. We've got stuff from Major League Baseball, from the NFL, and then a couple other fun things. So we'll go, obviously, through Post with Punchlines, Pixie 1236.
Love it.
And Frankie Fungo Trivia. Being
Yes, love it. Boy, Frankie Fungo hasn't done any picks on Twitter in a while.
No, account's gone silent.
I'm going to have to call him. I'm going to check him out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show. Please click and subscribe if you haven't already. We saw a little boost in subscribers last week because I went on Facebook and begged my friends. So if you're watching, thank you. We appreciate it. It's a Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. That's a hump day. No, that's Wednesday. I like that the crew did it, though. It's Thursday already. So our man, who already did a show in the South Point studio when he hosted Sports by the Book, which he has done for, I don't know, nearly 250 episodes. He's a pickleball fan, a master of sports trivia and college team nicknames, which we'll get to. Jeffrey Grant Parles is here, ladies and gentlemen.
JGP.
I don't know how'd you get the middle name Grant? That's what
my parents gave me.
That's a strong. Well, I didn't know if it was your mother's maiden name.
No. There's no.
Or the last 4 digits of your social would be great too. Now
That
and
would
your
be
first
pretty
pet.
good. I mean, changing numbers to that phone. Technically, you can do numbers with
What?
letters on your phone.
Well, yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. It took me a second to get where I needed to get. But no, it's good to be here as always.
We love Thursdays.
I love Thursdays.
Good energy in the room always.
Because I know also. One other thing I do know, Frank.
What's that?
I'm going to make a Bob Zaney joke. I thought part of the reason that your numbers went up last week was because you went on vacation, but you were not on vacation.
I was not on vacation.
Yeah. That would've been something Bob Zaney probably would have said. Your numbers went up because you weren't here.
And here's Bob Zaney right now.
There we
We're
go.
surprised. No, he's not
It's
here.
a requirement on Thursdays. No,
I'm sure maybe Aaron's
in all
watching.
seriousness, though, this is always. I always look forward to this day because I know
Same.
the three of us and. I mean, the crew. I mean, our guy Caden's on one today. So
Yeah, Caden's been strange today.
He's in such an interesting mood. So it's been an interesting day, fun day in the studio.
Now, by the way, we'll mention something about Caden once we get to the roll call. Well, I want to talk about something in a second. But, Jeff, you will have a pick at 12:36. You don't want me to know what sport it's in yet. Is that right? Or can you tell me now?
No, I'm not telling you anything.
You're going to wait.
It's not in baseball. That's all I can tell you.
It's not in baseball. You know, I was texting with Tommy, who watches the show, and Kevin Belenkoff. And Kevin said, you know what? He's had a bad couple days. He's taking the day off. He's not sending any pics. I said, yeah, I'm doing that too. I wrote it in the script. I sent it last night. I'm not doing it. Then I get the pressure. From the boys behind the glass. Come on, Webb, do it. Well, it was like Marty McFly. They call me chicken, so I got to pick at 12:36.
Bach.
Ryan, you also have one, I believe.
I will be looking for one.
He'll be looking for one as we do the show, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do it. We fly by the seat of our pants here. Let's see. Comedy clip of the day. We're very excited. Keith Lyle's a contributor on the show, probably in the chat room already. Yeah, it's about right. 10 right now from Keith. And great shirt, Frank. Oh, that's the R. Do you know who R is?
Your mom.
That would be my mom. Hello, Mom. That is Rita Nicotero. She said, great shirt. I don't know if I told you, Mom, but this is this is the Milwaukee Bridge. I walk in with the shirt, and Sean goes, is that the Milwaukee Bridge? I'm like, why would I? And Jeff's like, Sean, what are you saying?
I don't know. Sometimes with the two young guns back there, Caden and Sean.
That's what they're called now, the young guns.
They have the moments where they don't think before they talk, and sometimes things come out that probably shouldn't come out.
So anyway, this is the Pittsburgh. It's a bridge in Pittsburgh. This might even be the Roberto Clemente Bridge, I would assume.
I would assume it is.
I would assume it leads right into the stadium, connects right over to the Renaissance Hotel. Anyway, this was a gift for me for our 200th show.
Yeah, Ryan McCormick.
Ryan, our producer.
McCormick is much nicer than basically any producer I've ever dealt with in any other walk of doing media. He's a very nice guy.
He is.
He's a very nice
Ryan's
guy.
Great. He's very dedicated
He's buying you gifts. I mean, it's pretty impressive. He's a stand-up guy, Ryan McCormick.
He is.
Stand-up guy.
Stand-up guy. He's great. And by the way, you're wearing, what's that?
I care.
I care. And you're wearing a special shirt, but let's get to yours later. Okay, so anyway, thank you, Mom, for telling me that. Let's see here. Comedy clip of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We're very excited. Keith Lyle, who does contribute on the show, he helped book a comedian for Friday, which is tomorrow. We have John Campanera here. Now, John Campanera, legendary comic out of Chicago, had his own show on NBC for a long time, invented the Harry Carey impression, and very funny. So he's going to sit in on the show. He'll be here about quarter after tomorrow. He's going to sit in with Post, most likely. So anyway, our comedy clip of the day is a little tease for John Campanera's appearance. This is him at the Laugh Factory in L.A. doing his Harry Carey. Take a look.
In Chicago, listening to Harry Carey. You guys ever hear of Harry Carey? This guy was drunk by the third inning. I swear, he said stuff like, "Hi, here comes Sandberg around third, safely in the second." Second. We got a shutout brewing from Milwaukee. The end of 7, the Indians 5, the Packers 2. What? How many beers have you had? The game was incidental to the story. It was not, I was on Rush Street last night. I closed the one by one across the street at a taco at that greasy spoon. Well, there's a triple play. Anyway, I had too many jalapeno peppers. I get into Judge. That's a fastball off Grace's head. Both benches empty. So I'm looking for the Pepto-Bismol. He's on a stretcher. I think he's dead. Finally, I get a hold of some KO Pectate.
John Campanera, very funny stuff right there. Makes me miss my home club of the Laugh Factory right there in Hollywood. Go to laughfactory.com. A lot of good comedy clips. There's some of mine up there, too. You can go check them out. Anyway, Campanera will be here tomorrow. Chicago legend. You'll have a lot of Chicago stuff you can talk about tomorrow with him. But he also does Vince Scully, too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're excited to have John Campanera. Chris Andrews was like, oh, my God, I love that guy. So he'll be
great comic.
Yeah, great comic. We were laughing out loud here. Of course, he said the Indians, which I guess he would have to change that bit now to the Guardians.
Well, no, he wouldn't, because Harry Carey, if he was alive, would still probably call him that instead of the current name.
There you go.
I mean,
that's why Jeff Parles is here.
Right?
That is totally right.
Yeah.
You are totally right. Totally right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Lions of the Night. We have Jeff Parles here. By the way, I see Craig Parles was in the chat as well. Okay. Well, we got to do roll call first. I'm sorry. Roll call. Ladies and gentlemen, roll call. My bad. Roll call. Sound the bell. This is where we check out to see who's in the chat room, and it's very active so far. I have to admit, I did say, who is A Gold to the crew, and they're like, that's Ann. Ann is not here today. She's working remotely. So anyway, the question I posed to you guys before the show, for you guys, your assignment for the day was to give Jeff Parles a college, and I can almost guarantee he will know the nickname.
Well,
we had a few jokesters in there at first, especially the guys behind the glass here. But let's see here. Cal State Northridge.
They're Matadors.
The Matadors. There you go. That was from Ann. Then Tommy Green says Red Panda Parles. There you go.
Yes.
And being funny, the Art Institute. I don't believe they have.
Art Institute of Technology?
I don't think. They have a paper football team.
Is that the same as the South Harmon Institute of Technology?
No, I think that's, no, they're rivals. Are you kidding?
Rivals?
Oh, God.
No.
The Art Institute was in Columbus, Ohio.
Ryan got it.
I missed it. What was that?
Yeah,
was it a SpongeBob reference?
Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
No.
Son of a...
No.
What was it?
It's accepted.
Oh, my God. Accepted.
What a great movie.
With Stuart...
Justin Long?
Scott, no, Justin Long, but Scott. I know one of the kids in Stuart, whatever. The curly blonde
Jonah
hair
Hill
kid.
was in there when he still had
Jonah
all
Hill
his
when he
weight.
was...
Lewis Black was in there.
The
Good
kid,
movie.
Skylar Stone is in that.
Yeah, that is.
I know Skylar.
Yeah.
I did not catch that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The sandwiches.
My cousin, by the way, one of the episodes of Creep Show,
Okay.
but of course the Christmas episode, you got to check my. I'll talk about it more at Christmas.
Is it about Sean?
It is not. Why?
Creepy.
Oh, Creepy Sean. No, but Justin Long, he had Justin Long on one episodes. He said the most impressive actor he's worked with. There was like a 2-page dialogue scene that had to stop and start a lot, and Justin Long never missed a beat. He said it was the most impressive memorization. So Justin Long, there you go. Good kid. Good kid. How old am I? All right, so roll call. Who else is in there? Caton Meza, this is what we had to bring up. Caton goes, University of Wisconsin, Madison. And then we had to chastise him and tell him that University of Wisconsin is located in Madison.
That is legitimately the Badgers.
Right. I think he was trying to throw you off with a branch or something. Then he goes, well, the nickname and the mascot. I go, no, nickname.
Well, I mean, if he decided to get a little more tricky and went with UW Milwaukee,
they're
the Panthers, so he wouldn't have got me anyway. If he went UW,
he wouldn't have got me anyway.
If he was UW Green Bay, they're the Phoenix, which there's a lot of Phoenixes rising out of Green Bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stump the Parles for the rest of the show.
But there are a few. There was one on there that I didn't know right off the top.
Which one is that?
Well, that was the
Yeshiva. Okay, Tommy threw in Yeshiva,
which of course is out of New York.
You knew that.
I knew that. I knew they had a run in D3 basketball 2 years ago.
You knew that.
They are the Maccabees.
The Maccabee. What is a Maccabee?
I'm not entirely sure, but
Tommy, let us know what a Maccabee is.
That is the nickname.
All right, Keith Lyle's thrown out Southern Oregon. That doesn't sound like Division One. That's not. We're going Division One. Queens University of Charlotte. Come on, not Sean. All right. Anyway, JR, happy Thursday. How about Craig Parles? How about the nickname of South Harmon Institute of Technology?
That's what I got. The sandwiches.
Is that accepted?
That was accepted.
Did your dad threw that out?
He watched that movie.
Did you know that he did that, or are you both?
I just threw that out there. I knew it was the sandwiches already, though.
Right?
I mean, it's the bleep sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Bob Zaney should stop in and say hi to Jeff. Says Keith Lyle. Funny. We actually.
We've gotten I've gotten a reputation that I am scared of Bob Zaney. I'm not scared of Bob.
It's
Zaney.
a bit. It's a running.
It's a great bit, though.
I'm scared.
It's a great bit.
What's that?
I said I'm scared of it.
I know Ryan is.
That's why Ryan sits protected behind the glass. Ryan, you threw a couple out there for Jeff.
Yeah. So what is Evansville's mascot?
Purple Aces.
Okay. What about Delaware?
I knew it was
Blue Hens.
I knew the Blue Hens.
The Fighting Blue Hens.
Oh,
it's the same
technicality.
Difference.
Well, you know, it's hey.
And
2024. We love. We don't fight.
Same difference.
And Presbyterian.
The Blue Haas.
What?
Well, actually, technically, it's the Blue Hose.
Yeah.
Actually, but
Yeah.
yes,
Wait, what?
It's spelled hose.
spelled hose.
What is a
I have no
blue?
idea.
All right. Anyway, he's 4 for 4. Aaron O'Connor is in the chat room. Aaron has just booked us for August 9th, someone you were aware of, Trevor Glassman.
Yes, Trevor Glassman, who was actually the last guy off the bench of the 2016-17 Missouri
You were
Tigers.
there.
Absolutely.
Soon as
that team was not good at all, Frank.
Well, apparently one of the things is he has the lowest shooting percentage in
Yes,
SEC.
he's the lowest shooting
What?
percentage, not only in SEC history, but Missouri Tiger program history.
All right. Well, Trevor Glassman, very funny comedian who's playing Kimmel. He will be here August 9th. That's a Friday. I don't know what's going on behind the glass. What happened?
We are on one today.
Okay, we are. See, and
It's not even Caden or Sean.
when the cat is away, the mice will play. Ann, we need you desperately. Aaron O'Connor, anyway, she says she can't wait for John Campanera. Minnie Dar throws out Maine University. If I might take, is it the Black Bear?
You got it.
All right, Maine Black, because they played baseball.
You know what town their University of Maine is in?
Banger?
Close.
Hardly knew her. What is it?
It's in Orano. Orano.
I would have not gotten that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Craig Parles, great impact. Wait a second. Craig Parles is saying you can do a Mike Shannon impression.
I know.
Come on, Dad's proud.
I can't, unfortunately.
I think he was saying that for John.
If it was, I don't want to disrespect the dead, but if it was talking very inebriated during baseball broadcasts,
Okay.
you could probably do that.
Well, Dean Hilt doesn't seem to be a fan of Mike Shannon. And Maccabees are the Jewish warriors from the Hanukkah story. Now, is
Okay.
Keith Lyle pulling my leg or not?
Tommy said that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he said the same thing. All right. BZ Planet. Oh, Bob Zaney's Planet on the sofa. And Jerry Trevino, Blue Waffle? What is that?
Look it up.
Come on, guys. What are we doing?
What is this? You know, where's the respect?
No,
What is
no.
a blue?
None of our viewers need to look it up, but you need
How
it.
did you fall for? Don't look it up. But how did you fall for that?
Because I don't know it.
Oh.
Is it a SpongeBob thing?
No.
All right. We're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, enough of the chat.
Jerry, I expected it out of the other two, not you.
Oh,
We'll
he
out
asked
later
if
in
John
today's show.
Campanera could do Mike Shannon.
Oh, well.
Maybe he does.
All
We'll
right,
add it to the repertoire. Thank you, Craig. All right, let's move on to lines of the night while I Google something, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't.
Well,
It's in the same vein as your old website.
Oh, God. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for lines of the night. Jeff Parles, the Boys Club is this is the Boys Club show, ladies and gentlemen.
Fiasco.
What do you have for your line of the night?
Well, let's go to something fun here, and a lot of fun for me. And I take great happiness in seeing the Yankees look that awful, especially when it comes at the hands of the New York Mets.
Yeah,
who since Grimace has thrown out the first pitch, have the best winning percentage of baseball at 703.
Ridiculous.
703, Frank. That is insanity that they have been that good. I mean, Yankees had 14 runs in that whole Subway Series, 4 games.
Right.
The Mets had 13 homers.
13 home runs. Yeah, they were crushing the ball.
Eviscerating. And the Mets have an opportunity, by the way, to hop the Atlanta Braves this weekend.
Are you serious?
Number 1 wild card if they take 3 out of 4, which is pretty miraculous as it is. Also, by the way, I have one other thing didn't give to you because it's currently happening. But we are 3 outs away from some potential history in the nation's capital today.
Is this the Marlins? Is this what we're talking? Oh, over here. Why? What's going on?
Someone by the name of Dylan Cease.
Oh yeah, Dylan Cease
has a 0 in a column.
Does he really?
That.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Usually made a big deal.
Oh.
There's also a franchise that's only thrown one of them. Joe Musgrove did it a
the
few
local
years
boy
ago,
after they robbed them from the Pirates.
The Rangers.
First one in history for the
one in team
Padres.
history
I remember
2 years ago. Now
San Diego Joe.
Dylan Cease looking to become the second Padre to throw one of those.
Wow.
If he can get 3 more outs without surrendering.
It's only 3 outs away?
Yep.
All right, I didn't realize we had history going because last time we talked about this, it was
on
Keynes.
Tuesday.
What's that?
No, it was on Tuesday with Alex. We were talking about doing the cycle.
Oh, no, changing
teams.
Yeah, we're supposed to do a no-hitter. Yeah, we got to pull names again. And I talked about doing it next week.
You taled about doing it on
today's show?
Yeah,
yesterday's show. Oh, we forgot.
Yeah.
So someone could have won in one day, possibly?
You cost us money. You cost someone money.
It might have been my own.
I had the Padres, I'm pretty sure.
No.
We were going to redraft teams.
Oh, we were going to redraft. Okay.
We were going to. No, we're redrafting. Do you have the Padres?
I'm pretty sure I did it in the cycle thing.
All right.
Brian has to check that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Ryan, do you have your line of the night, sir?
Yeah, so mine is going to stick in that series, and then we also have an extra one also from that series.
Okay.
So mine is from the losing side, but going to Juan Soto. Juan Soto.
This is amazing.
Yesterday was his 100th game as a New York Yankee, officially putting him on a list with only Babe Ruth.
Jeez.
So over a 300 batting average, over 45 extra base hits, and over 80 walks drawn in the first 100 games with the team. Only Juan Soto and only Babe Ruth.
That's amazing.
And then with his home run last night, which we can roll the video on.
There it is.
Juan Soto hit that ball 110 miles an hour.
Sheesh.
It is his 12th hit of over 110 mile or 12th homer of over 110 miles per hour this season. 2 more than any other season in his career.
Wow. I mean, write it down right now.
It's the end of July.
Yeah, he will never wear another uniform other than Yankee pinstripes. There's no way. By the way, who's his agent? Is he a Scott Boras guy? I don't know. Juan Soto.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Whoever his agent is going to say $500 million. They're not. The Yankees will pay. They're screwed.
Well, look, I think the Yankees are in a position where you have to keep him around.
No, he's a legend there already. He's like one of the most popular
players.
players.
Look at the Yankees right now. The Yankees have 2 hitters. They have
a
2 best
him
players
and
in
Judge,
baseball,
man.
and they legitimately been the worst team in baseball the last 6 weeks.
It's ridiculous. So
He is a Boris client.
he is oh god, he's literally going to get
So he'll sign on
$500 million
on March 1st then.
for $500 million. Why March 1st?
Because Boris likes drawing this out for his own attention.
Well, if Soto wanted to, he could do the Ohtani thing.
What do you mean? Oh, deferred?
Sign
sure
a
he'll take a
$600 million contract.
Probably. I mean, he's
defer
not going to get as much as Ohtani because.
So what? Ohtani was 10 for 700.
Yeah.
I think Soto's going to get 575.
I'll take the over. Oh, did we ever find out how much money the football game grossed? We'll have to look into that. It wasn't $1 billion. I was way off.
It wasn't close. But before we get to yours,
you got another one. Yeah,
just a second one on that opposite side. So the Mets side, Francisco Lindor, since moving to being the leadoff hitter for the Mets, is 12th in Major League Baseball in batting average, 16th in on-base percentage, 16th in slugging, is 9th in the league in home runs, 15th in RBIs, 6th in stolen bases.
Yeah, he's been on fire.
Third in WAR, only behind Bobby Witt Jr. and Aaron Judge. He also became the 4th major leaguer to have 4 2020 seasons, so 20 homers, 20 steals, and win multiple Gold Gloves.
Yeah, I think the others are like Jimmy Rollins, A-Rod, and Joe Morgan, right?
Exactly.
Very good, Frank. How about all middle infielders for the most part?
Yeah, Jimmy Rollins had that streak of a few years where he was he won an MVP.
Yeah,
Jimmy
Rollins is the 3rd best player on those Phillies teams, and he
with
was
Ryan Howard
and Utley.
Yeah,
Utley, who was the biggest, who was the biggest pain in the ass in the history of baseball, but he was a great player. He
was a great, and he's good on It's Sunny in Philadelphia. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he's back on the latest season. But anyway, those are good ones right there. Yeah, Lindor's been just smoking the ball. Did not make the All-Star team.
Did not make the All-Star team.
Who did? Who's the Nemo did?
It was Alonso.
Alonso.
Who's been the Mets' 6th best player this year.
Yeah, exactly. All right, for my line of the night, I don't know if I've ever done this, but I'm going into minor league baseball. Yes. I kind of fell into a rabbit hole last night, and it's the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Now, this name, Eduardo? Let's go Eduardo Fernandez. I know Fernandez. Anyway, this guy, Jeff, pace setter for the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. 5 steals in the game last night. You're like, okay, 5 steals. That's really impressive. He had no hits. He reached base, never on a hit. 5 stolen bases. Now, Jeff, my question for you and Ryan, if you didn't know this, who's the only major leaguer ever to do that? 5 stolen bases in a game with no hits. And I believe it was 4 walks and a hit by pitch.
Can I get an era?
I'm going to say don't think too hard on this. I'm going to say 80s, 90s.
Vince Coleman?
No, that's a good guess. That was kind of what
was it as obvious as Ricky?
It's Ricky Henderson. Yeah, it is.
Because I should have just listened to you.
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
Ricky.
So hard. Because Ricky would make sense. Vince Coleman, Vince Coleman probably wasn't capable of walking that many times in one game.
He was a free swinger.
Yeah.
He was great, though. I hated Vince Coleman, man. Ricky Henderson stories. We always have just a quick Ricky Henderson story that I fell into last night as well. Harold Reynolds. Okay, so Ricky Henderson had 30 stolen bases like in May.
Okay.
In May. 30. He's on pace for another 100 stolen base season. He gets hurt. He's out for the year. Harold Baines wins the stolen base title with 60 stolen bases. End of the season, Harold Reynolds gets a phone call. He answers the phone. He's like, Reynolds, it's Henderson. He's like, oh my God, Ricky, what's up? Ricky's there. He goes, man, 60 stolen bases, you got the title. Ricky would have had 60 by the All-Star break. And he hangs up on him. And Harold Reynolds goes, his phone just went, He said, that was it. He never called back. That was it. Ricky would have had 60 by the All-Star break. So years later, Harold Reynolds gets Ricky Henderson to sign an autograph shirt. And he signs it, you ain't no stolen base champ. Ricky's the best. And signs it, Rick Henderson.
That's classic.
That's classic. Henderson here. Ricky would have had 60 by the All-Star break.
That's great.
He's
probably not wrong either. That's
no, he's not. That's when he was, he had 130 in 1 year, for God's sakes. I read somewhere that a player could steal 50 stolen bases for 25 years in a row.
Still wouldn't get there.
Still wouldn't catch him.
Yeah, still wouldn't get
He's like 1,406, I think.
Yeah, that's probably now in this day and age, probably one of those unbreakable
ones. It's a Cy Young
ones.
511 wins.
Yeah.
It really
Well, that Cy Young 511 still.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I want to say Christy Mathewson, 110 shutouts.
It's pretty good.
Pitchers don't even, we get like 2 shutouts a game. Speaking of shutouts, what's going on over in Washington?
The bottom of the ninth just started, so Cease is out there, 3-0.
He's at 105 pitches.
Yeah,
Dylan
so
Cease.
I think well, obviously, if he gives up a hit, he's going to be taken out. But,
probably 3-0 game. Yeah, it's still.
It's nice to actually see a manager let a guy actually try to finish a no-hitter.
Plus, he's got the mustache. It's the power of the Skeens mustache, possibly as well. So, and oh no, that's a flare.
That's foul ball.
Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is today's date. It is all day.
It is today's date.
Today's date all day. It is July 25th, 2024. And we're going to go take a look at the national days. National Chili Dog Day.
Chili dog?
They don't have chili dog. National Chili Dog Day. National Hot Fudge Sundae Day. Carousel Day. Not from Logan's Run, by the way, if Bob Dell's watching, or maybe Keith Lyle will get to. National Wine and Cheese Day as well.
Okay.
So we took all those, we combined them, but we also wanted a celebrity that we've put in there. It was Matt LeBlanc's birthday from Friends, but no. When you have probably the greatest running back of all time.
Sweetness.
Explain your jersey. That's why you're wearing it.
Yeah,
his birthday.
Yeah, it is.
What would have been
Sweetness.
his birthday?
What has been his birthday today? Walter Payton. So we put Walter Payton in there. AI magic. Computer, do your magic. Let's see it. Here we go. There it is. There's Sweetness, and he's having a sweet treat. I guess that's a hot fudge sundae.
Also wearing a number 59 jersey.
Yeah, wait, what's up with that?
Yeah, the AI is
Did
brilliant
Eddie
on that
Payton
one.
perhaps wear that? Because he had a brother that returned kicks. He's on a carousel. That's priceless. Walter Payton on a carousel, and then you got Walter Payton eating a chili dog.
With a carousel in the background.
With a carousel in the background. Again, AI magic is just unbelievable. We're going to go ahead and tweet that out. We got to do What was yesterday's? Was it the peanut butter and chocolate one, or was that 2 days ago?
No, Tuesday was the peanut butter.
Yeah, that one was
the-
scary looking.
yeah.
Yesterday was a good one, too. I don't remember.
It was Bonds and Amelia Earhart.
Bonds and the Amelia Earhart gear. Yeah, very good. All right, so again, it is show 203. We appreciate you guys. Some of you have been there since the beginning, so we really appreciate it. Tomorrow will be episode 204 with John Campanera, and that will be my 200th show in the studio, I believe. So let's see here. They're always eating food. Well, Tommy, yes, because these national days are always silly. All right, so let's just watch Dylan Cease here. Let's just watch the 2-2 pitch. Dylan Cease, no-hitter through 8 innings.
No one else is watching. But if they would like to be clued in, that screen behind Frank's head is that game. Now Frank's
over my
blocking.
head? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. There you go. So you can watch me
That's how we can get away with it.
and a
right now?
possible no-hitter. Yeah, there you go. That's how we can get away with showing it. Legally. Very good. Okay, so there you go. Good stuff. Let's watch this 2-2 pitch. Uh-oh. Little roller up first. Come on, get it.
He's okay.
Okay, one out. 8 1/3. Okay, what's next? I think we'll open it up. We'll open up the posts, right?
You want to do Fungo first?
Let's do Fungo. Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do
Then we
Fungo.
can maybe let's do. I'm gonna take a sip of my soda. Let's do it. All right, Jeff and Ryan.
Pirates and Diamondbacks this weekend,
I know.
Frankie.
Oh man.
We were Ryan and I were talking about this before the show, reminiscing of the fact that the Arizona Diamondbacks rebrand was very stupid. They had great color combination of the green and
The purple. Yeah,
and
awesome.
now it's just very
Red
very,
and white.
very average. So let's get to it. Who do we have first here?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Ground ball to short. Look
Two
over my
down.
shoulder.
2 down.
2 down for
So
Dylan
name
Cease.
this player. Played
Okay,
for
here we
both-
go.
Both the Diamondbacks and the Pirates.
Well, that's a big separation right there.
6 total teams. Yeah, 2 stints in Arizona, one at the beginning of his career and one actually after Pittsburgh. Played for a total of 2 teams.
Oh,
Led
6
the league in
teams.
doubles in 2004,
ooh, okay.
which is actually a very interesting one. And then
Led the league in doubles in
Yeah.
2004 with Arizona. 2 stints, Pirates in 11. What was the middle team there? All right, after 2003. All right, no, you don't have to give it to me. I'm looking at, okay, it's a left-hand Travis Lee, no?
left-handed first baseman is the right vicinity, but that is not Travis Lee. That is a good guess.
Yeah,
though.
Travis Lee was a good
That
player.
is a good guess.
Forgotten player in Arizona. Left-handed.
Fly out.
He
Cease did
got
it.
No.
Cease did it.
Cease
Oh, he
completed
got it. Cease got the
No-hitter for
no-hitter.
Cease.
Yeah.
Look over my shoulder, ladies and gentlemen. How did he get it?
Fly out to
Fly
right.
at the right.
Nice,
There you
good for
go.
him. Didn't he play for Washington?
No.
No, Chicago, but didn't he? Am I confusing him with
You're
someone
confusing
else?
him with someone else.
I'm thinking of Giolito.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Is Musgrove there, or is he on the DL, IL, whatever
I
you call
think he's on the
nowadays?
IL still. But yeah, Dylan Cease, no-hitter. There we go.
Good,
Second
good for
Padre
Dylan.
no-hitter in history.
Had we drafted yesterday, someone probably could have won $50. Damn, we forgot.
So back to the
Back to
Fungo.
this. It looks like it's is it a white guy?
It is.
White guy, left-handed first baseman?
The other teams he played for
Oh, that might
So
help.
he led the league in doubles with
were the
Milwaukee.
Brook Crew.
Yeah.
He's also was a Blue Jay, a Brave, and a Yankee. He did finish with Milwaukee as well. So 2 stints in Milwaukee, 2 stints in Arizona, and then 2011.
John J. No.
Well, who was the guess?
No, I'm not going to.
John Jay was not the
No,
answer.
John Jaso. It's not John Jaso.
No, we already tried John Jay.
Yeah, you did with the dreads. Shoot. Oh, God. It's
You
not
want me to-
Matt Stairs.
Well,
I know.
here,
That was last week.
A bridge that goes over water, but
Come on.
but in the San Francisco area, it goes over what?
Oh, it's not as well. It's not Jason Bay. It's not Jason Bay.
All right.
But over Bay.
Oh, that's really hard. Lyle Overbay. I'm sorry. That was excellent. That's a really, I forgot about Lyle Overbay.
Man, that was actually, I actually thought you would get that one in all honesty, but
Wow.
when you put it that he only played 103 games in Pittsburgh.
He got over 10-year service, so he
Yeah,
got vested. He got his
he's
pension.
vested, yeah, a totally reasonable player for a little bit and then hung up.
Yeah, Lyle Overbay. All
All right.
right, that's a really hard one. Damn,
All
guys.
right, here we go. The next one.
Number 2.
I was hoping when I saw Arizona Pittsburgh, I was like, maybe Jay Bell. No, it's not Jay Bell.
It's not Jay Bell, but it is in the right vein of that. This guy was
7 teams.
Yeah, played for a lot of teams.
Reggie Sanders?
No, good guess though.
It's not Midre Cummings. That's too late. Arizona. So he played for 10 teams. That's his picture there. He's running. Oh, Tony Womack. No, it would have been reversed. Tony Womack would have been a good one. Shoot.
He's a catcher.
He's a catcher.
Hung around for a long time.
Barajas.
Bingo.
Rod Barajas.
Good guess. Very good.
By the way, when he played for the Pirates in 2012, he hit about not his weight. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
He hit 1 something. Defensive specialist, Rod Barajas. All right, Lyle Overbay, you got me on. That was hard.
One more, actually.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Did I already name it? Did I already say Womack or Jay Bell?
We have one more.
All right, one
this
more.
guy played for the Pirates.
He was a bobblehead.
And the Diamondbacks. And led the league in steals 3 years
Tony
running.
Womack.
And that is absolutely
Tony Womack. There you go.
That is absolutely Tony Womack.
As soon as I said it, I saw you guys going, no. But anyway, Tony Womack, I love Tony Womack. He's a very underrated player. And he did get the he got a World Series ring, as did Jay Bell with Arizona.
Yeah, Jay Bell almost made the cut today.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite get there. On Miguel Bautista almost made the cut as well.
Oh, wow.
But
anyway, Tony Womack, great little player, man. I liked him. Great little player.
I'm happy we stumped you on Overbay, but you got the other two.
Lyle Overbay, you could have put a list of 10 players. I bet you I still wouldn't have got Lyle Overbay. Well done, boys. All right, very good. All right, do you want to go ahead and open up you want to sound the horn?
Sound the horn.
Sound the horn, Sean. Just hit the P button. And has it programmed that way. Did we introduce a timer? No, I'm putting no. 50-50 on that. They're always eating food. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Alex White had the Padres -1.5. Did she give that out on Sports by the Book today?
She did. Yes.
That's about 4 in a row for Alex, because Alex yesterday had the Cleveland Guardians under.
Yeah, team total under 3.5.
3.5.
And they won 2-1.
They won
Did you have something yesterday?
It was a hint of, or a stat that would have gone with your pick, but.
What was it again?
It was. Yesterday ended up being Garrett Cole's first loss.
Oh, yeah.
When he was a -165.
Oh, he was 13-0 when he. Yeah, exactly. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Post with Punchlines. We scour the internet. We look at stuff. We have to lead with this one because we had Spencer. Spencer McLaughlin was tremendous yesterday. We always like when Spencer's on, but the fact he was out of his bedroom, he was even funnier. He's usually in his bedroom.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was at the Big Ten thing at Lucas Oil, which I called Raymond James Stadium.
Not quite.
When was it Raymond James Stadium?
It was never Raymond James.
Raymond James.
That's in Tampa.
That's in Tampa. That's right. That's where I saw the Steelers win the Super Bowl. Lucas Oil.
If you said RCA Dome, I at least could have given you at least some credit, even though it still would have been wrong.
Exactly. Do we have any other college nicknames for Jeff?
His dad said UC Santa Cruz.
Banana Slugs,
That's
right?
the Banana Slug.
That one I know because of the T-shirt.
That's the only reason. They're not D1, but the only reason I know that is because of the Banana Slugs, who I actually brought up to Caden earlier in the day, and Caden had no idea what I was talking
My
about.
cousin's out. Well, have you ever seen Pulp Fiction? Wait, what? You're a film buff. You're a cinephile. You've never seen Pulp Fiction?
All right, Ryan, we might
Wait
have
a
to
second.
send
Are
him.
you
We might have to
serious?
send. We might have to send him home.
You've never seen Pulp Fiction?
I tried.
You tried?
Try.
I couldn't get through it.
Instead, you saw Dune 2 6 times?
Way better.
Oh.
Just send him home.
You're
Send him home. Send him home.
Throw him in the
Send
bathroom.
him home.
Kill Bill, though.
It's like Bronx Tale. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Yeah. Anyway, Pulp Fiction.
Kill 2, which Caden will not like me, which I thought was a mediocre movie. With only over Pulp Fiction. Come on,
You've tried, but you couldn't get through Pulp
insanity.
Fiction?
Didn't like it.
All right. Anyway, I believe Travolta wears the Banana Slugs T-shirt after they have to hose down Marvin's head.
He does.
And my cousin, his effects company, did the Marvin's head explosion, and they also the chest plate for when they have to inject Uma Thurman. All right. So anyway, enough bragging about my cousin. Here we go. Post. We had Spencer on. Spencer was great. Deshaun Foster, who I errantly called you yesterday. I'm like, dude, we got to show the Deshaun Watson thing. And Ryan's
Not quite.
And Ryan goes, oh my God, what did he do this time? I'm like, well, Spencer talked. He goes, Spencer talked about it? How did I know? I go, oh, wait. Wrong Deshaun. So Deshaun Foster, who was a good fantasy player for a while.
Yeah, good player for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Played for your Steelers as well, too.
Yeah, I remember having him in a fantasy league because he was dominant. Best player I ever had was Priest Holmes. Anyway,
Very good.
Deshaun Foster's the head coach of the UCLA Bruins, and he had his press conference. And what happened is, what Spencer even kind of hinted at is, he didn't realize he was supposed to go up and make opening statements. He thought he was just going up to take questions. So go ahead and roll it, Sean. Here's Deshaun
Coach
Foster.
Welcome to the Big Ten.
Taking a
We'll
sip,
begin with your opening
realizing
statement.
I'm supposed to speak. So here we go. This is a minute 11. We'll talk over it.
How you guys doing?
And I titled this,
happy to be
Sean
here.
Foster. Pretty good title. It's up there with Flown Ranger.
Glad to be a part of this great conference.
And Steph Vindaloo.
You
Finally
know what
putting
the
two
sick
great
part about this ended up being,
emblems
Frank?
together.
What's
UCLA
that?
Betting
and the Big
perspective,
Ten.
there were some books that got bet after
we're a
this
school
came
that's
out.
won
What?
UCLA
twenty-three
against Hawaii
championships,
14.
so
Right.
Some
this
people, some
fits
books
us
had
being
to
right in
move
this
the line to
conference.
13 and a half because people came in and bet Hawaii after they saw this.
They're like, this is their
This
leader.
was this bad.
I'm sure you guys
Look,
know too much about
it's-
All right, so right now you're watching this at home. You're like, it's not that bad. But
We're in
here's
LA.
where
It
it gets
goes
the
off the
second
rails.
half. Here we go. Deshaun,
It's
You were
us
saying?
and USC.
can you turn that up a little, please, Jerry?
We
We play USC. This is your leader of your kids, your leader of your sons.
I'm just basically excited. Really.
I'm just excited. And the sportsbook take the
Any
rainbows down.
questions?
Any questions? Yes. How are you the head coach?
I will say, I do think at some point he'll actually be a good head coach.
He's never had a coordinator job, as Spencer pointed out.
It's a
Never-
it's a shame that you usually win those press conferences. You didn't win the press conference there. So
Is the Hawaii game in Hawaii or in LA?
no, it's in Hawaii.
That's always bad too because the road teams are like, oh, we got to. So UCLA players are used to the beach. Jeff Parles is here. It's 12:36:36. First time ever maybe that we did picks at 12:36:36. Jeff, you said you had a pick for today, but you said it was something quirky, possibly.
Well, yeah, I was originally going to give you Hungary to win men's water polo.
Too easy. Everyone has it.
We're not going to do that.
Everyone has. Is that underway, by the way, the water polo?
No, it hasn't started yet. That's
By the
right.
real quick, Jeff, before you say it, are the opening ceremonies at like 10:30 a.m. here tomorrow or 1:30? They're like 1:30 Eastern, which makes sense because it's
what?
I think it's 1:30 here.
Paris
it's
is,
9 hours. We looked
Paris
it up.
is 6 hours from the East Coast.
9 from
9
here.
from here.
21 hours from now. 20,
Right. So it's
21:50.
1:30 West Coast time. The opening ceremonies will be at 1:30 here. So we'll finish the show tomorrow.
Not 21 hours, Frank.
That'd be 9 a.m.
No, it's 10:30 a.m.
10:30.
10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So before punchlines, we can watch the opening ceremony.
Why not? Why not? You'll see Coco Gauff and LeBron James.
But have you ever
there.
watched an opening ceremonies at 10:30 a.m.? They're usually
Well,
at
I'm
an
surprised
evening.
that NBC's actually showing them live. They usually
Are
just-
they? I don't know.
Are they showing them live?
You might have to go to
Whatever,
Anne's
whatever.
house because she has the Peacock.
Well, Anne's favorite streaming service is Peacock.
That's the
as we
only
know.
streaming service she has.
So
I
yeah,
also
so,
have Peacock. So anyway.
before we went off the rails,
Yeah,
there,
sorry.
I am taking the United States women's basketball team, not in the regular format because they are just so ridiculously favored.
Correct.
So they're going to win gold. If you want to bet that and hold your money up, fine.
Oh.
The 3-on-3 tournament.
Oh, that's going to be
I'm going
exciting.
to take the women's team. Plus 115 is the number that I saw at the Superbook here in town.
Okay.
The team is still good.
That's going to be exciting.
I'm a little surprised that they're actually that short of a price. I would
Yeah.
have expected, or that long of a price. I
Yeah.
actually thought they would have been odds on. So I'll take plus 115.
And by the way, that could prove to be more exciting than watching the regular basketball. The 3-on-3 is pretty fun.
Well, it's a different game.
It
It's
is.
a totally different game.
What do you say, me, you, and Ryan?
I would say we would lose by a lot. I
got
don't
this.
see, as we saw with shooting free throws upstairs.
That's
at the
true.
thing,
That's a good point. There was a
I
reason
don't-
we might have missed a few of those
I
free
don't
throws
think
during
we'd
the
be- I
NCAA
don't think
tournament.
we'd be particularly good.
I think there's truly a reason that some of them were missed. Wasn't that what you guys were having, Trulies?
Not by me, but
Yeah, I think that was truly the reason.
Truly the reason. Okay. So anyway, there you go. So your pick is?
The U.S. women's 3x3 basketball gold medal. That's the women's side. The
And
men's
they're-
side, I don't want. The women's side is what
Plus
we want.
115?
Yeah.
And you thought it would be more like what?
I thought you'd be laying a price.
Yeah, right. You thought
I
that'd be
like, I thought it'd be a minus instead.
maybe there's a sneaky team that someone knows.
Well, the Germans are good.
The Germans. It's always the Germans. All right. Ryan, what's going on with your pick? Do you have anything?
Yeah, so I'll be looking at the A's-Angels game
Ooh.
later tonight. The starter for the A's is Ross Stripling, who
Yeah.
has a 1-9
Yeah.
record this year.
Former
and
Dodger.
a 5.82 ERA. But on the mound for the Angels is Kenny Rosenberg, who doesn't have a decision this year, has only pitched in 2 games. His last start was 5 days ago against these A's, and he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. but the A's ended up winning that game 8-2. So, with how the offense of the A's has been performing recently,
record pace,
how bad Ross Stripling has been this season, I will be going over the 9.5.
That's a solid bet. And you've been on quite a streak, I'd say, even with leans and stuff, with the exception. Yeah.
Thank you for ruining it.
What?
No,
I didn't jinx Dylan Cease.
No, well.
I mentioned Dylan Cease, and he threw a no-hitter.
No, yeah. Yeah. Recently, yeah. It's been
Butterbean
been
up
going
there
good. We'll see how it goes.
Color for San Diego. I like it. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean, and that's a fun game to watch late at night or, later in the day. So I like it. But also, I was forced into a pick, but not really. Clayton Kershaw's back. Had a rehab start for Oklahoma City. We thought we might get lucky and see him at the ballpark when I sat in with Matt Neverett that week, or just a one day to do a couple innings. We didn't. But anyway, Clayton Kershaw used to be a neighbor of mine. No, my house wasn't nearly the size of his, but he was a few blocks away. But I did once see him. There was a little convenience store that I see Justin Turner in there. Saw Kershaw coming out of there once, and he was in like a big Escalade, and we both pulled away at the same time, and I was on my Vespa. So it's kind of like, what's up, Clayton Kershaw? One of the best pitchers of his era. And there's me on my Vespa. But anyway, I like Clayton Kershaw. I mean, how many innings is Clayton Kershaw? What do you think the over on that? 4, 3, 4? I don't think he goes 5.
I think if Kershaw, I didn't see what his over under outs was.
Yeah, I didn't look.
But I mean,
they're not going to let him pitch too long.
I would imagine that some books might not even be offered because of just the short length.
So many injuries on that Dodger pitching staff, so they need him healthy.
I think he'll go 4 or 5 innings.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, it's against the Giants. It's against the hated ones. And pitching is against Logan Webb, actually, I think.
Yes.
Who is the Giants? I mean, Giants' best pitcher. But I like the Dodgers at home. So I'm going to bet my former neighbor, Clayton Kershaw. What's that?
Kershaw's outs is not up. But
it's not even up.
His hits, earned runs, and Ks are up.
What is it around?
The earned runs is, I believe, 3.5 is what I saw.
I was going to say 3.
Sorry, no. Earned runs is 1.5, juice to the over. Hits allowed is 3.5, juice to the over. And then strikeouts is at 4.5.
Ooh.
Juice to the over.
I love watching him pitch. Let's see. Go Dodgers. I'll go Dodgers tonight. There you go. By the way, Jerry Trevino, who works on the show, has a pick. The Dunlop Torex Jazz 3 XL 1.14, thick enough to handle heavy riffs on extended range guitars. That would be an actual guitar pick. See what he did there? It's pretty funny, Jeff. You should be laughing.
Not bad.
That was excellent. I give Jerry full props on that. That was great.
Not bad.
I like when Jerry's in the studio.
Jerry's other contribution to the show today.
I don't know what it is.
I can't believe he got you on that.
I don't.
Don't say it again.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to posts. Deshaun Foster. What's next, Ryan?
So now we'll go to baseball. Last night, Elly De La Cruz stole his 50th base of the year. We were talking about steals earlier in the episode, but Elly has more steals than the entire team in Minnesota, the entire team in Detroit, in Toronto, in Atlanta, the Yankees, and those Giants that we were just talking about. He is the second Cincinnati Red since 1906 with at least 50 steals in a team's first 102 games.
Again, I was hoping he'd be the second best Cruz in the NL Central, with O'Neill Cruz being the best, who I bet to win the home run title.
Yeah.
$10 paid $1,072. Not going to get that. The kid's electric. It's fun to watch. Look, it only looks like he took like 8 strides to get from first to second. He's fun to watch because I enjoy watching the stolen bases. It's funny, Jeff, in the script, I even had Vince Coleman, Ricky Henderson would be proud because.
How about that? We mentioned both of them.
We mentioned both of them already. Vince Coleman, who of course had the tarp roll up on his ankle during the playoffs. The tarp used to come out of fields with artificial tarp, and it was a rain delay, and he's out there warming up, and the tarp came up and it rolled over, and I think it might have pulled something or hurt something. I think it really seriously hurt him.
Yeah, Vince Coleman was also
with the Cardinals. He was
kind of amazing also because Vince Coleman couldn't really hit that well that he still got on base and stole those bases. Those
Cardinals, man, they just hit the ball on the ground. You had Willie McGee, you had Lonnie Smith and him. They just hit the ball in the gaps and won a World Series in '82. Beating the Brewers. But anyway, yeah, he's gonna cruise the stolen base title. But Ricky's probably gonna call him and say, how many did you win the title with? 70? Damn, Ricky would have had 70 at the break.
It's so good.
Classic.
Just one thing to mention with Kershaw. I forgot to mention it while we were talking about him. So Clayton Kershaw has 402 strikeouts in his career against the San Francisco Giants. He is the only player who has made his debut in the MLB divisional era to have 400 Ks against a single team.
Another reason to go ahead and take the Dodgers. All right, that's pretty. 400 strikeouts. Obviously, they pay play a lot. Rivals 13 times a year or 20, whatever. That's impressive. Go Clayton. Good dude too, man. Great guy. Played baseball with Matt Stafford. They would grow up together. Always interesting. Okay, what do we have next? Is this right down Broadway?
No. So this one is big market exchange. So the Mets and Astros are two of the best teams in baseball recently. So since June 7th, the Mets are 26-13 and the Astros are 25-14. On the flip side, the Yankees and White Sox have been the two worst teams in baseball since June 7th. The White Sox are 12-28 and the Yankees are 15-25.
Right. Obviously, one is no surprise, but the Yankees.
That's not good if you're only 3 games better than the 27-77 White Sox since then.
Jesus, that's really bad. But look at the Mets. I don't know. Mets, they're in that wild card race. You said they could leapfrog Atlanta.
I mean, if they had just not had one of the worst months I can ever remember them having in May, they would be safely.
They're
in the
June,
playoffs.
they're June. They were on fire. You know, here's the thing: the wild card race is going to be so exciting, and then the Pirates are going to be in the thick of it. Hopefully, Mets, Padres, a lot of good teams. It's going to be exciting.
Well, I mean, we talked about it a little bit this morning on Sports by the Book, Frank. You have 6 teams that are all within 3 games of each other entering the weekend,
and the Astros are doing it again. I hate it.
Yeah, well,
it's more so the Mariners choking.
The Mariners were a flawed team to begin with the whole year, and the
team batting average.
The Chickens have come home to roost.
Yeah, they sure have. What are they still around 216, 270? That's Seattle just can't hit. Much to the chagrin of our buddy Spencer yesterday. He's like, ugh. Then I'm like, I'm going to take Teoscar Hernandez in a hump day homer, and looking at Spencer on camera. Oh God, I'm like, oh, sorry, buddy, forgot he was a Mariner.
Yeah, I sent him a stat yesterday. On the pitching side, the Mariners are a top 3 team in baseball.
Yeah.
Pretty much in every pitching category there is. In the box, the Mariners are one of the worst 3 teams in baseball in pretty much every batting statistic.
My God. Did anyone pick up James Paxton, by the way? Someone's got to pick him up.
Not
Wasn't he
yet.
like 8-2? The Dodgers had to cut him to give room for Glasnow and Kershaw.
Yeah.
How wasn't snapped up by the Yankees or the Mariners or somebody.
Mariners don't need him.
I know, they really don't, but I mean, he always pitched well there.
Yeah.
And by the way, Diego Herman is now, or the guy who threw a perfect game for the Yankees, Herman. He re-signed with the Pirates.
Domingo.
He cleared waivers. You were saying he went back to the Yankees one day, and maybe they were talking with him, but they don't want him. So somehow the Pirates got him back, but I don't know about that. But James Paxton, someone's going to take him. So I can't believe.
Yeah, you'd have to think with how he's been pitching this
Baltimore,
year.
someone. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, we digress. What's next?
Okay, yeah. So you were right. We were supposed to go right down
Broadway
because we were gonna.
And I love that you have a
talk about
picture
the
of
Reds.
Angel Hernandez there.
Yeah, but Angel Hernandez may have called this one a ball, but this is one looking at pitches right down the middle of the plate. So middle of the zone, right to left, middle of the zone, up and down. So team OPS versus pitches right down the heart of the plate. The Reds are batting 1.146, or their OPS, on base plus slugging, is over 1. There are 4 teams in baseball with a 1 or above, the Mets, Angels, Red Sox, and Reds. And then the 3 worst teams in baseball are the Padres, Dodgers, and Cardinals.
That's weird.
Facing pitches right down the heart of the plate.
Yeah, that's weird, right? And the Reds are battling the Cubs for the basement, and then you got the first place Dodgers. I mean, what are the Dodgers? What are they doing?
Yeah,
just trying to work pitch. I guess they're just trying to work the count. I don't know.
Yeah, I also saw another stat.
I mean, is that what it is?
Justin Turner with the Blue Jays has seen, I think, 48 pitches down the middle of the plate this season.
Yeah,
has not made contact with a single one.
Yeah,
how is that even possible?
I don't know. I feel like you give me a wiffle bat.
It might be time for Turner to.
Well, I told you that convenience store where I just mentioned Justin Turner. Right after they won the World Series, he was in there, and I didn't recognize him because he had shaved the big red beard.
Ryan, what is the Reds number since the font is small there?
1.146.
Okay,
amazing.
Aaron Judge.
What about Aaron Judge?
That's Aaron Judge numbers, basically.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, the team, down the middle.
The Reds are just waiting on that 4-seam fastball down the middle.
Yep.
Pirates towards the end. Oh, that's Andy Haynes' philosophy: is take pitches. They look at way too many pitches right down the middle. Although, I think we had a stat one day about calls out of the zone. I thought the Pirates would have been way higher. They weren't. They look at they get a lot of bad calls, but everyone does. All right, what's next? Is this Jay Cuda time?
So this one we go to Jay Cuda. This was going into yesterday, so the games that happened yesterday don't really count with this record. But
again, another amazing Jay Cuda stat.
Yes.
Same but
so
different.
The 15 westernmost teams and the 15 easternmost teams both combined for 753 wins going into yesterday. And the funny thing about it is that the Cubbies are on the west side and the Sox are on the east side.
That is strange. Again, I sat down with a ruler. It's not even a straight line. I like that the line is like with the crayon. Why do you have the Fanatic in there?
Just because the Phillies were the best team in baseball.
Yeah, I like them. Unless you mean the Phillies that just dropped 2 out of 3 versus the Pirates. Okay, and blew a game yesterday. The Phillies.
Poop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they blew that game against Minnesota yesterday. The bullpen. Phillies were up 4-0 in that game, weren't they? Lost 5-4.
That's pretty amazing, though. That stat, though. That is the identical. I mean, you'd almost think it's fake.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just so preposterous that it's even Steven like
This
that.
will start to consume. It's fixed. All sports are fixed. Football's fixed. No, it's not.
No,
okay.
of course it's not. But it's still amazing. I mean, that is incredible. Absolutely
Jay
incredible.
Cooter, Brooks Gates, Sarah Langs. We love all of them.
Yep. So that was it for baseball.
Okay.
Now we're going to move to football, but this one's going to be a quiz for you, Jeff.
Oh, don't take it off the monitor if you can.
I didn't
Sean.
see
Thank
it.
you. Okay,
Don't
good.
worry.
All right, so here's the thing. This is PFF's rankings.
Yes. So
the
Football
10
Focus.
10 top players in the NFL. Now, we could give you the team,
The 10 top players.
We're gonna
from
give
Pro
you the-
Football Focus.
but
So
we're going to start at number 1, team,
So this is subjective,
Right.
completely subjective.
because they suck.
All right. Well,
Number 1 is a Chief.
okay.
I don't think he needed that one.
Yeah.
You didn't need to tell me that
Okay.
number 1 is Patrick Mahomes.
All right, and here's the one where I have a big problem, and you already probably know what I'm saying. Number 2 is a Cleveland.
So it's Myles Garrett that you don't like. Myles Garrett is better than TJ Watt.
Oh, my
So-
God,
so
Sean.
sorry.
Cut his
Sorry.
camera. Don't put
Sorry.
him on the camera one more time, Sean.
They're both great. They're both probably going to be in Canton one day.
They're in camp.
He actually took him off the
He did. Thank you, Sean.
Jeff.
We'll just listen to Jeff's voice. All right, you can put him back.
So number 3 is the first of 4 49ers in the top 10.
Okay, so this is okay. 4 49ers
Yes.
in the
Four
top
Yeah,
10.
one of them's
49ers
really
in the top
hard, I think. But anyway, go
Okay,
ahead.
so let me try to get the 4 49ers.
Well, we want you to go in
top
order.
10.
Can
No,
you?
well,
This is the
that's-
highest ranked 49er.
That's interesting. I'm going to go with McCaffrey, but
No.
I don't think that's right.
It is not.
Is it Bosa?
No.
Wow.
All positions.
Well, this list is off because McCaffrey should be number
He's
3.
holding out currently.
Is it Trent Williams at
Trent
number
Williams.
3?
Trent Williams is
Yeah, that
number
was the
3.
only other one that even made remote sense. Wow. Okay.
Number 4 is an easy one if we tell you the team. Skull. So it's a Viking.
JJ.
Justin Jefferson. And then
Yes.
Cowboys is probably easy.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. Chiefs. The second Chief.
The second Chief.
Yeah, second and final Chief.
It's not Travis Kelce, right?
It is not Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey. Taylor Swift
I'm
is
going
outraged.
with Chris Jones.
It is
I don't
Chris
think
Jones.
that's right, but Chris Jones would make more sense there.
It is Chris Jones.
Chris Jones isn't even the best player at his own position, so you keep going. Next.
The seventh ranked player is another 49er who you previously mentioned.
McCaffrey.
No.
Who else did I mention? Bosa.
Bosa.
Yeah.
Then 8. Oh, do we have the clip of number 8? 8 is a Dolphin.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Now here's the one that I think is the hard. 9 and 10 are
So
Niners.
McCaffrey's 10 based
He's
off
10.
of what you're saying.
Correct. 9 is a Niner.
It's not either of the receivers, right?
No,
And it's definitely not Brock Purdy.
it is not. This one was the shocker to me, right, Ryan? I mean, he's good, right?
Wow. I mean,
Miles Garrett at 2, by the way,
wow,
was the shocker too.
I mean, by the process of elimination, it has to be Fred Warner.
It
But
is Fred Warner.
But that's ridiculous.
I think so too.
All
Yeah.
pro Fred?
What?
All pro Fred?
Not a top 10 player in the league,
Yeah.
though.
Number 9 ahead of that. Yeah. So I don't know.
No, I mean,
We
by
can
process
show
of
the list.
elimination,
There's the graphic there.
all it could possibly been.
Thank you for putting no TJ Watt. Who did that? Sean.
That
Okay,
was
Kane did with the black and gold. Thank you.
By the way, forget the TJ Watt thing. The fact that only one of these guys are quarterbacks
Yeah,
is complete and utter nonsense.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It's
yeah.
complete nonsense.
That's crazy.
We do have a poll in the chat.
Oh, my computer died.
Who is
good.
better, Miles Garrett or TJ Watt?
Okay, what's the poll results as of now? Sean, vote for me.
There have been 8 votes.
I'm trying to think of the
Well, whatever.
demographic of our. Is it
No.
split 4 and 4?
Over half of them is far for Miles Garrett.
What?
Yeah.
Lions in Nevada. Every show. Live. Really? Come on.
You're really not going to be happy with me tomorrow because we have.
Yeah, I already heard you. I'm like, hey, they're wearing. Arthur Smith has a
don't
mustache.
think
You're like, that
Miles
won't
Garrett's
factor into my.
better
I'm like, I'm being fun.
We have the Steelers tomorrow. in our
I know.
preview,
Tomorrow
you're
on
not
Sports
gonna-
by the
You're
Book.
not going to be pleased with me tomorrow.
What time's the show tomorrow? 9.
9. Oh, but
I
well,
watch. I get up. I put you guys on. You guys are the first thing I see.
well, I'm happy. I'm happy that you.
Actually, that's not the first thing I see. The first thing I see is this: a dog in my face. Let me out. Let me out. But then it's Alex and Jeff. So tomorrow you're doing the Steelers.
Steelers.
You want a little preview, a little tease?
No,
Okay.
tune in. 9 a.m.
It's what's called a
It's a
tease.
good
in the
show
business.
tomorrow too, by the way.
Yeah. Who else is on?
Dwayne Colucci will be in,
Kaluch.
and I'm waiting confirmation, but we may have Jimmy as well.
Oh yeah, nice. Jimmy Vaccaro might stop in, and Alex White will be here, and then she's jumping on a plane. Okay. What else we got, Ryan?
Well, so since we just mentioned Tyreek
This is
Hill, I think we should go
amazing.
there. Well, so I think we go to the Tyreek Hill thing first.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Tyreek Hill was down in Mexico doing a camp for kids, and at his
El
camps,
Cheetah.
he allows kids to kind of go one-on-one against him.
There's been some videos floating around, right? And then he had a
So
young
this-
lady do it.
yeah, this little girl put the burners on.
She did put the burners on. All right, here we go. Let's see her first step. So Tyreek Hill, obviously holding within 5. Oh, what a move! And she, oh yes! And then how about that juke right
Puts
there?
the juke on, gets
Pick
the
up your
corner.
jock, Tyreek. And then he does a chauvinistic move. Okay. Spike it right in his face. Keep that ball.
She was going to give it to him.
That's nice to boost her confidence. Unbelievable move, though, on the tip drill.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
obviously works on the tip drill. You probably worked on the tip drill with the football you did house calls with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please give us that
Exactly.
picture, please.
No.
All right, what's next? Is this our last one?
Yeah, so this one, it can be, but we
Up
can
to
save
you.
stuff. So anyway,
Whatever.
So this person decided to put together a futures parlay for
Jeff,
this
you got to
coming
see this
NFL
futures
season.
parlay.
So receiving yards parlay, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Travis Kelce to
Yeah,
all
throw it up
four
there, Sean, please.
have over 1,250 yards.
Losing bet.
So
Who's the one? Keenan?
Who's the one?
Who's the one?
How about ones here?
Oh.
Keenan Allen's going to be Chicago's 3rd best wide receiver this year when it's all said and done.
And Cup probably with Puka.
And I'm concerned about Kupp's ability to play a whole
to
season.
stay on the field, yeah.
And Travis Kelce, if we learned anything from the Chiefs last year,
He's not going to get the
who
same
cares about the
usage.
He
regular
doesn't.
season?
Yeah, he doesn't
Just
care.
win your 11 games, get to the postseason, and that's all you need to do at this rate if you're
Yeah.
Kansas City. So Kelsey's, I wouldn't be shocked that Kelce barely gets to 1,000 this year.
So wait
Like,
a
he
second.
scrapes
So
to
for
1,000.
$44, we could flip it and take the unders?
No, not quite.
That
Not
doesn't
quite.
work that way.
Diggs is the only. I'm not even sure Diggs gets to 1,200. There are a lot of weapons on.
Well,
Diggs.
Addison, is he going to be able to play, or will he be speeding around town?
Addison.
Where is Stephon Diggs?
Where is Stephon Diggs now?
He's not in Minnesota.
He hasn't been in Minnesota in like 6 years.
God.
I don't know why I always think Minnesota. He's in Buffalo, and then he left to go to the team he's on.
Houston.
Stephon, everyone knows Stephon
Just said
Diggs
it too.
is a Detroit Lion now. Wait, Philly, no.
Oh my God.
Stephon Diggs.
You got 28 teams left?
Hold on. L.A., no.
Nope.
Stephon Diggs.
26 teams left?
I can't wait for the fantasy
Keep
draft.
going. Let's go.
Cleveland Browns.
No, keep
25
going. We're not
teams
leaving
left?
until-
What conference is he in?
No, we
No.
can't tell him that.
25 teams left?
Giants, Eagles,
26,
Reds,
No.
Guardians, Commanders, Dallas. No. All right, that's it.
22.
NFC Giants. No. NFC
I
West.
want him to go through every team in the league. before
Green
he gets-
Bay, Detroit, Chicago,
No,
Tampa
no,
Bay.
no.
Tampa Bay.
18?
No.
17?
Okay. NFC. What conference did I miss? What other conference in the NFC did I miss?
Keep going.
New Orleans.
No.
New Orleans, Atlanta.
15?
The other
This is remarkable.
Stephon Diggs.
This is remarkable.
AFC. Is he in the AFC? Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
Hey, make an actual guess here.
I can't. I don't know. He's not in the AFC Central.
You are correct. He's not in the
You've gone
AFC.
through 2/3 of the league.
AFC East. Miami,
No.
Buffalo, Jets,
No.
7 teams.
and
Yeah,
then
they
the
would've-
Patriots.
Yes, they would have
teams.
traded him in the division.
Yeah,
Frank, come on.
Patriots. So that's AFC. So I got rid of. I've mentioned every team. Niners, Rams.
How is is this possible?
I don't know where
You're
Stephon
gonna-
Diggs
all right,
plays.
you're missing one whole division.
The last division.
The
you
last
talked about?
division.
The NFC,
No,
It would be
you
the
did that already.
AFC.
AFC East, West,
South.
Central, South.
Yeah.
Oh, Tennessee.
No.
Wow.
Colts, Tennessee, Jacksonville.
He's the
No.
last team. The only team you haven't mentioned. I don't know how you did this.
Colts, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. No. wait. It's Tennessee, Indy.
Who won that division last year?
Oh, Texans.
Oh my God.
Oh God! He signed with you guys. Do you know how hard it was for me to name every team but the team he was on?
No, that was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. in
Jerry,
all
just
honesty.
cut the clip now. Just cut it. It's already the clip of the day. Oh my God!
I don't know.
When did
Blue
he sign
Waffle
with
might
the
have had
Tex-
that beat.
I
Sure
was
they traded with Buffalo.
I was off that day.
No, you weren't. You and I were here together, actually.
You know, my first pick in the fantasy football draft.
It's going to be Stephon Diggs. now.
I have to take Stephon Diggs. That is actually the greatest clip ever on this show. If I may say so myself, it's my stupidity. I literally named every NFL team. That's almost like that Oz guy, the mentalist.
Impossible what
It's
you
like
just
the guy
did.
in the locker room. I will pick the last team. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I've embarrassed myself enough. I'm going to take my Milwaukee Bridge shirt.
Oh man.
I literally named the last team.
Oh, my God.
I really wanted that to happen. That's why I did the
comments,
countdown. That was perfect.
My computer died. I'm glad I
That
can't
was
read the
perfect.
comments.
That was perfect.
By the way, Myles Garrett's won the poll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow on the show, John Campanera will be sitting where Jeff is. That's embarrassing. The last team in the NFL. You know what, folks? You know when I broke the monitor with the golf club? Classic. This is better. I literally, that actually happened. And we have it on tape or digital tape or whatever it's called. Jerry, cutting that one together?
I got to close my laptop after that.
I think we should end the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Now that I literally
There's some good comments.
performed a magic trick that I said every NFL team before saying the team everyone was thinking about. This is like that guy on Hard Knocks, Oz the Mentalist. I did this. You guys it's all on you guys. So now can we throw like a smoke bomb? Do we have a graphic for that, Ann? No, Ann's not here. Okay. Ryan, great job. Caden, so job. Caden, go home and watch Pulp Fiction. Sean, good job cutting the show. Jerry, Jeff Parles hasn't stopped laughing, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I've only ever seen anything like that happen one time. One time.
It's a good thing we saved that
And
one
the
for
good
last.
thing is on camera.
I saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, Ryan, we got to do this. He's like, yeah. I go, oh, well, ask Jeff what he thinks. And I said Stephon Diggs is a Minnesota Viking.
And then it caused chaos from there.
Punchlines, live in Nevada, every show.